unveiling, and there has been quite there's been quite a few things been said about these liveries going on this year. I think a lot of people are disappointed, and I've even said I think there need to be some guidelines. I think there need to be some things that are said about these car announcements, because although strictly we know it's a livery, like unveiling of how the car should look, I think there should be some things in detail to say, what the car is expected to be or what's going to happen. So supposedly Will Buxton is going to do this unveiling for Williams, and we will see what the car will look like. But like I said, I think people were already disappointed. Haas came out first and had the unveiling as far as the VF23, which we weren't, too surprised on. And then Red Bull comes out and has their unveiling, and people were a little bit kind of mixed about that. Even Red Bull fans were really like going crazy in the live chat over Red Bull. So they should be live here in a minute. And they were kind of disappointed with that car unveiling. And we'll see what happens coming up next with Williams. Right now they got two drivers. Good morning, Mary Beanie. They got two drivers. They got Logan Sargeant and they got Alex Albon, which Alex Albon has been definitely working on proving himself. A lot of people thought he might end up being out of there, but Alex Albon proving himself to kind of bring some stability to Williams, and then Nick DeVries bringing some points, Latifi leaving. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how things turn out with Williams as far as their new driver pairing. I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Williams performs, and they're going to be starting here shortly. Matter of fact, so let me go ahead and get things set up for you all. What are you all expecting from Williams this season? I would like to know that. What are you all expecting from Williams? Are you expecting them to creep up? Are you expecting them to do worse? Are you expecting them to do better? What are your expectations for Williams? We already know pretty much what they are, what they have been, but it doesn't mean that's what they have to continue being. I think that Williams could do a better job. I think they've improved their driver situation, Alex, and getting rid of Latifi, which is definitely addition by subtraction. So I'm definitely on board with that one. I think a lot of you were on board with Latifi getting up out of there, so I don't think you all had a problem with that at all. So it's going to be interesting to see what Logan's going to bring. And so right now we are 4 minutes outside of live viewing. You can see that here we're about 4 minutes, 5 minutes outside the live viewing. So in a moment, we will be seeing what this whole situation is going to look like. So that's going to be really interesting. All right, so let me see what you all got going on in the chat. Mary Beanie, boom, what's up, Galactus? What's up, Mary? What's up, Ben Xbox, Ben Guest? What's happening with y'all? So y'all think Alex is going to perform better in 2023 than Logan? Oof, that doesn't say much for Williams, kind of going in with their new pick, what they expect to be the race. No one knew their new bombshell. That doesn't say y'all have a lot of hope for that. Alex Albon is not, he's not horrible. He's definitely not the best. He's had his situations, his ups, his downs. But I think he's had an opportunity with Williams to prove that he still can be a driver on the grid. And remember, Russell, even with Williams, he did what he could do, but it was never that great for him because of the team and everything around him. But Russell still proved even then to consistently beat his teammates, to outperform, I'll say that, to consistently outperform his teammates. He also proved to have that dog in him, as far as being competitive. So it transferred over when he went to Mercedes, which is a better competing team with better machinery, engineering, updates, all of that. And it showed. I'm going to be looking for that with Logan. Will Logan have a similar beginning with Williams, or will he not? That's what I'm going to be looking for to see if I can get a gauge for what his talent and his ability to progress in Formula One will be. If he gets in there, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not going to be utterly disgustedly surprised if Alex Albon outperforms Logan Sargeant his first year. I'm not going to be like overwhelmed, like, damn, he's horrible. I'll take some note to it. But, you know, I think there are all types of gauges of measurement when we're getting into these things to try to make comps. And if it's like horribly worse than Albon, then that could be an indictment. That itself could be an indictment. And we are 2 minutes off. I'm going to show you all we're 2 minutes off from them starting this. So we're going to see what they're going to be saying, what they're going to be talking about. We're less than 2 minutes off from that. So just stick here with us, and we're going to be seeing that unveiling soon. But yeah, I'm looking to see if Logan Sargeant is going to be that catalyst to give Williams that spunk and that change. You know, getting rid of Joe's old cap, going out of there. Not to forget, Williams is one of the teams that had a breach, a procedural breach, as far as in the cost cap situation that happened. They didn't have a minor or major overexpenditure. They had a procedural breach, and they actually had a situation where they're still responsible for what happened, but they're not like held to the standards that Aston or Red Bull are. Like, they turned in, they had their documents, the third party that they contracted to work on their behalf failed to submit in time, and therefore they got the breach, and they worked well alongside the ABA and followed all the instructions and were very transparent and were forthcoming to the point where we know we take the responsibility. And it worked out. They did get penalized, or they got fined like 25,000 pounds, I think it was. So they did have to pay a financial penalty, but nothing as, you know, ridiculous as the situation with Red Bull. All right. Not even Aston Martin. Aston Martin also, I believe, was a procedural breach. That was not a minor or major overexpenditure, which we'll talk more about that. And I'm going to show you right now, we are seconds off from what we are supposed to be seeing here as far as this unveiling. So let's see what they're going to do here, what things are going to be, what we are expected to see in about less than 30 seconds. And I will click that sound on as, you know, Will Buxton takes us through this livery and everything. I know some people don't like Will. Will can be one of those guys. I mean, he, you know, every now and then he says some things that you don't agree with, but I say some things you don't agree with. I still think he's good in his right, and definitely in his profession and what he does, or he wouldn't be where he is. I mean, I know sometimes you can say people are where they are, Wolfpack, because they get those hands up, but I think Will's put the work in to do what he's done, and I think he does a fine, damn good job of it. So we're about to see what this launch is about to be, and here we go, good people. Here we go. Will Buxton for you.
23 Williams Racing launch event. I'm Will Buxton, your host, and I'm delighted to have you all joining our journey ahead of the 2023 season. Now, it's an exciting year for Williams Racing with a new car, new team principal in James Vowles, and a new driver in Logan Sargeant to race alongside Alex Albon, who enters his sophomore year with the legendary squad. But is that the only difference for the 2023 season? I think it's only right to give you something fresh on this season launch day. So let's take a look.
Now, this is already starting off better. We're getting to see some action here. This is already starting off better to me. Getting to see a little bit of the action. We get to see a silhouette of the car coming out. I'm digging this. Oh, yeah. This started off way better. Look at Williams trying to come out the gate with a better, like, oh, look at Williams trying to come out hard. So far, better than Red Bull and Haas starting off. Oh, bringing in the sim racing, the e-racing. Oh, Jamie got an appearance. That's what I'm talking about. Don't forget about the women in racing. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was a nice intro. That's a nice intro. All right, the intro good so far. What else we got?
Golf joins other new
right off the back, we see what we came here for, the car.
Journey from 2023, including Stevens, Inc., Michelob Ultra, and Pure Stream. And this gorgeous matte finish on the car is also
Facts.
new for this season. It's definitely a different look, and I don't know about you, but I like it. This year, Gulf will also be a partner of Williams Esports and the Williams Racing Driver Academy.
Oh, okay.
The very same one that Logan graduated from last year after his race-winning season in Formula 2. Let's take a listen now to our
Partnership with
Formula
Gulf.
3 competitors, Zach O'Sullivan, Franco Colapinto, and Ollie Gray, and three-time W Series champion and now Indy NXT rookie
Jamie Chadwick.
2023
Yes,
campaign.
sir. Now with Andretti Autosports and Indy next. Watch out for her. Oh, yeah.
So in 2023, I'll be racing in F3 again, this time with Prema, my second year in F3, so I'm looking to capitalise on all the experience I gained last year and hopefully have a good year.
All right, I'm with that.
So in 2023, my plans are to do FIA F3 with Carlin Racing, and yeah, it's going to be a great year. Loads of
I like the
travelling.
music.
It's gonna be
I like the
awesome.
music.
And then yeah, what I'm most looking forward to is racing faster cars, obviously, and racing at the highest level possible. And yeah, hopefully I can provide some good results for Williams and Carlin.
It means a massive amount to be
Better
in the
presentation,
Driver
though. This is a
Academy.
better presentation.
Such a rich history in the sport, and the support they give me on and off the track is very, very helpful.
To be part of the academy, it's just amazing. It's a step closer to Formula One. That is, of course, my goal since I was a kid. So many sacrifices behind my family, everyone. Now in Williams Academy, I'm really happy and really looking forward to continue my journey with them.
I like that. Although I think it should have been ladies first.
Joined by Jamie Chadwick, three-time
You know,
W Series
they should have been first, but now they spliced Jamie in, so I ain't mad at it. They, you know,
rookie. Hi.
let's go.
Jamie, a new frontier awaits. Indy NXT, or Indy Lights, as it used to be
Right.
known, the feeder series for IndyCar. That's a big step, a big change. How much are you looking forward to it?
I mean, it's been something that's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
been on my radar for a while. But yeah, like you said,
Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
Opportunities, getting the chance to actually make that step and that transition hasn't been easy and hasn't been something that's, you know, been necessarily a natural step out of W Series. So now to finally sort of have this opportunity, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get going.
How difficult was that first test, though, that first taste of what an Indy NXT car is?
Poll in the chat. Don't dance on it. Just vote on it.
From my side, to be honest, yeah, tough start to the
Hell
year.
yeah.
From my side, I think
She
a little
should.
bit
She
of back
deserved to be
and
up
forth.
there.
I knew there was a lot riding on it, and it was amazing because it's very, very rare that you get an invitation to go and test with a team like Andretti. So I went over. I mean, I just wanted to do my best, you know, try and perform as much as I can, but whilst learning the car and yeah, feeling that step up.
I've been trying to get Jamie on the show too. I've been really trying to get her on here, but I give Jamie her flowers.
Those cars, because straight away I had a smile on my face, and from there on in, it was how can we make this happen?
How do you drive an Indy NXT car? How different is it to what you're used to in W Series?
Very different. That's, I guess, the big change for me is the driving style. We're changing tires now on the Firestone, so it is starting to change again, but the style is, as the Americans would say, pretty loose. You're really hanging it out there, and the races are sort of nearly an hour long. Street tracks, all sorts of tough environments, tough circuits that we go to, and you really hang it out. You're no tyre saving, anything like that. It's just pushing all the way. So it's quite different to what I've come from, but at the same time, a challenge I'm really looking forward to.
We're not going to be saying goodbye to you completely, though, are we? Are you still going to be around?
She's still going to be at Williams. She better be.
Definitely. Obviously staying with the Williams team in the Driver Academy.
There we go.
It's a big part of it for me. It has been for the last few years. And I think what people don't see is the amount behind the scenes that really does help me with everything that I'm doing, particularly the driver development. The ultimate goal is, whilst, you know, I'm over in the States, still got my eyes on Formula One, and having the opportunity to kind of stay involved with the team is going to be really important.
You are a three-time W Series champion.
Say it again.
But
Three-time.
you go to Indy NXT next year, and I think you're going to be the only woman on the grid.
She is.
Next year. Is that daunting in any way? Is it exciting for you?
It doesn't really change it for me.
Jamie can handle
I
that
think
shit,
whilst
yo.
W Series has been possibly the biggest turning point in my career, the biggest opportunity I've had. It's not the only racing I've done.
She can handle it, right.
From a very young age, when I started in 12 years old, always racing against men, and having seen women succeed over.
We'll get that
in the
driving.
States and
We
have,
can definitely get
you
her
know,
driving schedule.
success on the IndyCar grid. It gives me that sort of, if you see it, you can be it opportunity. So,
There you go.
Yeah, from my side, I'm excited by that.
But the Formula One dream remains?
Yeah, I want to race at the
Hell
top.
yeah.
I want to be, you know, at the top level. Formula One is very much something I'd love to obviously race in. There's a long, long way to go before that's on the cards. A lot more I need to achieve. But ultimately,
that's being honest. That's being transparent.
Then I like to believe, you know, it is possible to race in IndyCar and Formula One and World Endurance Championship and all these amazing races and events that happen.
Jamie, it all sounds amazing. Wishing you all the best for 2023.
Thank you.
There we go. Big shout out to Jamie.
2023 and definitely ones.
Hey, so far this unveiling is better than Red Bull so far. Williams is leading in the livery announcements for 2023.
We caught up with Logan pre-season to chat all things F1 and how he's been preparing for the biggest year of his career.
So, Logan, you managed to get home to Florida over Christmas. Was it a welcome break going home? Did you feel like you needed it?
I feel like every chance I get to go home is, you know, a really good opportunity for me to.
We're gonna see what he really do though.
Step back from everything. Obviously, the training continues, but it's a good chance to just, you know, use it to recharge the batteries.
What was the hardest part moving from the States?
I'd say leaving everything behind at such a young age. And I feel like it almost helped that I was so young, because I was a bit oblivious to what I was actually doing. It was hard at times, for sure, wanting to go home, wanting to be back with your friends, wanting to go, you know, out on the boat with everyone. In the end of the day, I had a good team around me to remind me that, you know, sacrifice now.
That's right.
Later.
And a bit more on
That's
that,
some good shit.
You were a lot younger. When did you know that you wanted to?
I'm really glad they did Jamie first. Like, Jamie deserved to have that.
It was a bit of a
to me, she's the most accomplished as far as what she's done in the series she's performed in than any of the other drivers.
My brother, my dad.
So that was only right. And women first.
Got super serious till we moved to Europe for it. Obviously,
right.
As a kid, you're saying, yeah, I'm going to go to Formula One, but there's
obviously
a lot in between those two things, and we just.
When you hear Logan talk, you think about the mind frame. Like, those are not problems. Those are not problems, Logan. Look, this is training right here. This is the life right here.
This is when you get into the fetal position.
Well, I'm exhausted just watching that.
No, I'm not. I'm not exhausted just watching that. Please stop. Stop, Will. Will might be.
And Logan's teammate for this year, entering his second year with Williams Racing, is the highly regarded Mr.
Alex Albon. Let's go, Mr. Humble. I know he said some things.
He'd have been hard pressed to find anyone that wasn't delighted that he came back last year and pulled in some fantastic results. Because behind that big smile and the often seen peace sign, there's a man that has a core of steel and a relentless determination to succeed in what I think we all believe and agree is the greatest sport on earth. Let's take a look.
For real.
My first thought when I came out of a coma was, where did my teammates qualify? I wanted to be on that car more than
that was crazy.
I knew we could have done a good job, and I weirdly felt like I let the team down and felt like I should have been there, and I wasn't. Pressure is part of what I do, and I don't actually know anything different. When you're 6 years old, your only ever dream has always been to be a Formula One driver. So
poll in the chat, don't dance on it, just vote on it.
There's a sharp realization that things feel like they're falling apart. You turn that energy very quickly into hunger and motivation to get back into the sport that you love. So it was great to have a team like Williams believe in me.
Poll in the chat, don't dance on it, just vote on it.
Anyone else? That comes with passion and that comes with fire. And so when you put a helmet on it and you're in your moment, you're in the zone.
What's up, Derwin?
I believe that's the real me. I'm strong. I feel like people deal with things differently. I feel like, you know, you see me as
that helmet fire though.
Lucky person, but I've earned my right.
I like that lid.
I feel like to get to where I am with what I've gone through, I'm much stronger than people can imagine. I'm a hard worker, I'm a fighter, and I'm here to stay.
All right, I like this, how this is moving. Now I'm hoping that they're about to, you know, kind of get ready to bring this to a package, do the interview with these two, go over the car, and then take us out. That'll be the bomb.
How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really good. I feel like it's obviously the first year you're a little bit more on edge. I think it's always normal. I'm sure it will be for Logan as well. But no, you know, it's always just about gelling with the team and a bit of uncertainty as to what is the team like and what's the car going to feel like and all that kind of thing. Second year now, I know the areas we need to work on, I know the areas we're strong on, and it's almost just more about building and learning from last year.
Logan, what's the emotion right now? On edge, as Alex said, or just pure excitement?
I feel like I've made him nervous now.
Not yet, to be honest. I feel like I've been so caught up in the preparation, getting ready for the season ahead, that I haven't really thought too much about what I'm actually doing.
Right. Okay.
I'd say that'll probably
You ain't think about shit.
more come
All right.
Thursday of the race weekend when it's all about to go down when qualifying starts. But
now, you know, Logan did decent, you know, in his way on up there, but you know, he's not no Nick DeVries as far as the resume of Nick DeVries or Oscar Piastri, but you know, we're gonna see what he does with Williams. Yeah, this is live. We live with this.
Have known everyone within the team for a year now, and it makes it a lot easier when you see familiar faces around the factory and at the track. Obviously, all of our goal is to improve, and that's what we're going to do.
Alex,
I do like the Williams colors, though. I do like those Williams colors.
For a year, he's taken practice sessions. How much are you looking forward to having him as a teammate?
Yeah, Logan's no stranger. I got to know him obviously during last year, and he's driven the car a few times now. He understands, you know, what the team is like, what the car feels like. I don't think it's going to be, you know, totally different next year.
You know, we got Christian Horner out there hating, talking about the connection between Mercedes and Williams. Nowhere near the connection of Red Bull and AlphaTauri, I might mind. So it's like throwing rocks while you live in a glass house. Christian, shut the hell up about that. I mean, come on now.
Will you see it very much as a mentoring role for Logan to help him, or is it every man for himself?
Definitely. Albon, Albon's done that before. Come on, Will.
The reason why he's in F1 is because of his talent. So, of course, we're going to want to beat each other. That's normal. But in terms of what it's like working in the team environment, we're going to have to be buddies.
And Logan, moving up from Formula 2, what have you learnt in your time in Formula 2 and in the junior categories that you think you can bring into this new environment in Formula 1 with so much more practice time over a Grand Prix weekend? And as Alex
That's what I want to know. I want to see what that's going to look like.
Pushing towards that same goal.
I mean, I feel coming through the junior formulas, I mean, it's all about, you know, becoming the best driver you can be. One thing it can really benefit me is the years I've done, I've had my ups and downs, and mentally that's made me a lot tougher. And obviously going into my first season of F1, that's going to be a challenge. And
the most recent American driver on the grid, you better at least come with something. Don't be a disappointment.
2023 sees the launch of the FW45. What do you know of it? And what have the team told you about it? What are the numbers saying? What are the expectations? I know you haven't run it yet, and it's impossible to say how it's going to be, but what's the team thinking?
Well, I think, you know, of course,
I want to know if we're going to see a real Formula One style steering wheel, because like Williams is one of the teams that runs a steering wheel setup and digital display setup like I run on my little one's go-kart on her race car. Like, when are they going to get real F1 steering wheel with everything displayed on the wheel? I would like to know if that's an upgrade this season.
We were only missing a few tenths really to really be fighting for points every race last year, and if we can find them, then we can hopefully score some more points.
Huge calendar this year, guys. 23 races. Which one are you both looking forward to the most?
Obviously, all three in America.
I mean, yeah, you got three to choose from.
I have to say. But honestly, the actual track I'm looking forward to driving the most is Suzuka. I feel like it's one I've always wanted to drive since I was a kid.
Proper track.
I'm looking forward to that one. But actual venues, definitely one of the three American races.
And you started karting in Miami, right? On the car park, which is pretty much where the racetrack is now.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Did they have the same tarmac back then?
Yeah. Mind you, I believe Williams is 10th, was 10th in constructors last season, so it would be good to see if they come on up. I mean, they had a total of like,
so that should be a special weekend.
I don't know, they might have a total of 8 points as a constructor. It wasn't great. So we'll see what happens this go round.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be so different to.
Let's see. Big shout out to Zero. Horner should worry about not going over the cost cap again. That's a real concern. And I've expressed why I think that's a real concern.
Yeah. I mean, we got a job to do.
But you get to enjoy Vegas on the Sunday because we're racing on Saturday.
It's true. But I'm sure, knowing us, we got Sim on Sunday or something.
Straight home.
Yeah.
Straight home.
Right.
It's exciting times for Williams, new partners on board for the year, also a lot of excitement around the team.
Who's going to buy Williams?
Stepping into the role, James Vowles, obviously.
Yeah, they got James Vowles.
Multiple world championships at Mercedes. What's the vibe been like within the team with his arrival, and what do you think he can bring to the mix at Williams this year?
It seems like James really wants this role, and he's very motivated to push the team along and see where he can put it towards. He's obviously carrying a lot of experience from Mercedes, which for a team like us, I feel like we're going to take that with both hands and try and look at the areas where, obviously a top team like they're, what are they doing differently to us? And how can we adapt and,
that could be good.
Quick progress.
It won't be long to wait, not long at all, until we'll be in Bahrain for that opening test. Guys, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you both on track.
Thank you.
Ladies and gents, that wraps our 2023
Let's
season.
go!
New partners, new driver, and a renewed and relentless
Holy
ambition for the year
shit!
ahead. Thanks again for joining the journey.
This.
We'll see you on track.
Hey, I am actually pleased with this. I am actually pleased. Let's go. Williams coming out doing the first livery unveiling that is actually good and nice to watch. Right off the back, we got to see the car. I am feeling that all the way. Feeling that all the way. Yo, that was decent as shit. Like, that is how you were supposed to do. That was a damn good livery unveiling to me. That was damn good to me. Like, we got to right off the back, right off the back, we got to see the car. Splices of the car, good mise-en-scènes, good montage, the drivers, the helmet, getting ready for the season. That was how you were supposed to bring a livery unveiling in, like right off the bat, grab our attention, all right? They grabbed our attention, then they come in with Will, then next thing you know, they introduce the three, kind of splicing the sim racing. Bow, we got Jamie Chadwick, because we all want to know, even though Jamie Chadwick was going to Indy next with Andretti, where is she going to be in Formula One? We think she deserves the option of Formula One. Boom, sit down, talk with Jamie Chadwick. Great. Next thing, we come in, talk a little bit about some of the things they got going on, talk to the two drivers, Will Buxton. That to me was an open, bam, slam, livery exam right there. All other teams need to follow this format. It wasn't long, literally 20 minutes past the hour, and we're done with the unveiling. But I do want to say this. I do wish that we had an opportunity to talk to James, since he's now moved from Mercedes into Williams. I think that was very important to have him there to just talk a bit about what his expectations are, what some of his plans are, and just to kind of indoctrinate him into the team via us as viewers. I think he should have been there. So I got to strike them down for that. The other thing I want to strike down just a bit, I think I would have liked just a little bit more, even if it was Will Buxton going around the actual car there, like to have the actual 45 there, Will Buxton around the car, just making some keynotes on it, even if they don't want to give a lot of secrets or engineering tips away. The actual car there, Will Buxton going around the car, giving his opinion on what he thinks about the car. Those two things would have took that livery unveiling to the next level, but they have still done better than Haas and damn sure done better than Red Bull Racing. And I will say that much about that. That is how you do a launch, all right? And I'm going to say this also. If you don't like that I talk through the launch, then I'm going to give my opinions on the launch. Go to another fucking live. You can just do that. I'm just being honest with you. We're going to see what happens. I'm hoping that somebody does even better than this. I am hoping that. If they don't, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I think that this was a good launch. I think they did a great job. All right, I'm going to say a good job. I'm not going to say great, because if somebody does better than that, then it's like, what's better than great? They did a good job thus far. Third team out the gate in first in livery unveilings. We still have 7 more teams to go, 7 more lives to be here. I'm going to be here live tomorrow for the Alfa Romeo livery unveiling. We're going to see how that goes. I will post a link, so remember to set your reminders so that you could be here live with us, talk shit, have debates, make fun, look at these things together. Tell me what you think in the live chat. Big shout out to Zero for the super chat. Those points are going towards your VIP box, sir. Latest VIP member is Mary Beanie, where she's going to get hers when her badge turns greens, because then she will also get her free Wolfpack podcast shirt. Also, new members, I sent big certification, sent your shirt out, brother, sent you your tracking number. The next 2 members I need to get with me for shipping addresses so that I can send you your shirt, all right? So that I can send you your shirt. I need Ben Xbox Fortress and Duchess Holland. Ben Xbox Fortress and Duchess Holland. Reach out to me on the Discord group and send me your shipping information so I can send you your free Wolfpack podcast shirt. That is Ben Xbox Fortress and Duchess Holland. Reach out to me via the Discord Wolfpack group. If you're a member here, you have access. You need to download Discord app, enable your connections, select the YouTube connections, and then enable the server for the Wolfpack Performance channel and hit join. It will bring you into the group. Once again, Ben Xbox Fortress and Duchess Holland. All right. Appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Hey, y'all have a good time. Be safe. I appreciate everybody subs to the channel, everybody's a viewer that shares the channel. Most importantly, my Wolfpack members of the channel and my VIP members who consistently grind and are here to support other things that we do out here in the world. Don't forget, we're going to do some charity work this coming up season and some other things. So I will see you all later. Big shout out. Appreciate you all. Peace.